Hello friends, in this video session we will discuss how to create a registration form in ASP.NET MVC using AngularJS. So let's start. We will go to Visual Studio, open our Visual Studio and then create a new ASP.NET MVC project. We choose here ASP.NET MVC4 web application and rename it. Click to OK. Now here we select empty Razor View Engines, click to OK. Now it's creating a project. It's adding some files. Now project is created successfully. And if we firstly connect our database with a Visual Studio, so go to here. I create a local database for this. So I select our database name from this drop down and click to OK. Firstly, we need to find a connection string for that database. I already created a table that where we insert our data in this registration table, and I also create a store procedures for inserting record into this table registration table. So now just I opening it. Meanwhile, we find a connection string for that database. So that's the store procedure for inserting a record into table. So now we go to our web config file and setting our connection string. Add its name is equal to con and its connection string. You paste here a connection string. So provider name system dot data dot SQL client. We save it. Now our connection string is successfully connected. So it's now connected. So then we need to add some AngularJS, angular.min.js, because we are using AngularJS in this project, and bootstrap.min.css for designing. So I simply copy this. This is the bootstrap.min.js. So adding one new folder for adding a CSS into this folder in this project. Creating CSS and pasting that file into this CSS, and I also create one more folder for scripts, and I copy this angular.min.js. In this project I using edu.net for database operations. You can use any technologies that you like to use, like link entity frameworks that you want. So for edu.net I create one more folder for creating a database access layer, database access layer, and adding a class dbcs class, and here we adding some more namespaces using system dot data and using system dot data dot SQL client, and is using system dot configurations, and here we add a connection string for this new connection string. This is a configuration manager dot connection string. It's a con and it's a connection string. Now here I create a function for adding a record into database table. So I already created this store procedures, so here add report. I also create a class for this table, so I add a class registration. I already created a class files for this, so I simply copy it. Adding properties for this table: serial numbers, emails, passwords, name, address and city. So now we go to this db.cs files, and here we adding using Angular registration dot models, and here we adding Angular registration is rs. Now we adding SQL command is equal to new SQL command, and write here a store procedure name, and there is passing a con next string. It's a command type dot store procedures, and providing their parameters. The parameter is this, so com dot parameter dot add with value. We copy this multiple times because it's contain multiple values. So simply copy these parameters into this field. So password, it's a name, it's a address, and it's a city. Here we pass their related parameters: rs dot password, rs dot name, rs dot address, rs dot city. Now it's a connection open. Con dot open and con dot execute non-query. It's a con dot close. We close a connection. Our database access layer is completed. Now we go to Solution Explorer and add a controller for this. We write here its name is a home controller, and click to OK. And adding their view for user interface, so click to add view. and click to add. Now view is created. So in next step we creating a Angular controller for interface with this db.cs file. So we go to script and creating one more folder for creating a controller, Angular controller. Angular controller, and we adding a JavaScript file. So we write here a home file, home controller. Now here we add a AngularJS controller. So we firstly create a application for this where app is equal to angular dot module, and we write here any meaningful name like a home app. Then app dot controller, and here we write a controller name. It's you can write here any meaningful controller name. Like this I add a home controller and adding some functions. We are pass two variables, scope, $scope. $scope is using for communicate the value between a view and controller, means this index view and this Angular controller. So scope and dollar http, this is used for posting a record into your home controller, means it's sending a data to the server and then return that data to the view. Now here we create a functions for this scope dot we write here any meaningful name, save data is equal to function, then here we create a for post method http method equal to post and its a URL. Here we adding a functions for getting that record and then sending that record into this dbcs file. So firstly here we create a function for this database access layer dot db layer equal to db, and here also we call their model Angular registration dot models. Here we create a post method public JSON result, we creating a JSON return type function like register, and here we passing a register rs. Set try catch. Here we adding a string. It's a result string dot empty. Now I calling this tv layer dot add record and passing that record into this function. And here we pass this result message data inserted successfully. And here we create a field and that return this string value, return JSON say JSON result say result and the JSON results behavior dot allow get. Now we created a JSON result return type post method, so we getting that function into this home controller, this Angular controller. So I write here URL for this. This is the register, and here we post that data dollar scope dot registration. Now on success, with all their values, registration equal to null, and we create a lot for this. Data registered and on error we create alert on failed. Now our function is created. So Now we go to our index view, and here we create a designs for this. So I already created a design for this, so simply copy this. This is our ng controller. Our controller name is home controller, so I copy this. It's a home controller, and here we are adding our app name. So our app name is home app. So I paste here, and this is the registration models name that we provide their related value. This is the email. This is the email text box, and this is the password. It's the name, and this is the address, and this is the drop down for city, and here we add this is the button where we save that record. This is the ng click where we call this function save data. So I simply copy this, and here I added text for this button, so I create one more variable for here. Say $scope btn text equal to firstly save, and when data is when under this function, so I think here we create a please wait, and here we scope dot median text equal to save, and when data is success, then again it's changed to saved. Now we go to this index view, and we link our files. We drop this Angular files, and this for angular.main.js, and I also adding one more files for bootstrap or layout. So I simply drag and drop this. So now we run this application, right click and view in browser. So right here name is email test@gmail.com. Its password 1234. Its name, its address, and it's a city. Click to save. Now data registered. Okay, now we check to this table. So it's a select star from table registration. Now this record is inserted. So if you have any questions or any queries related to this topic, please write in a comment box. I will reply you soon, and please don't forget to like my videos and subscribe my channel, and I will provide a source code of this whole project into the description of this video. So thanks for watching. We will meet in next video session. Thanks. Bye bye.